At 6 a.m., a $10 million machine starts destroying itself. The engineers have 48 hours before complete failure. But instead of calling consultants or shutting down operations, they try something that saves $500,000 in just a couple hours. This case study was so fascinating, I hopped on a plane to Guatemala to investigate it myself. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how a traditional manufacturing business is using AI to diagnose critical equipment failure faster than any consultant could. You'll see their 4-step emergency response system, why it worked when traditional monitoring failed, and how to build your own crisis protocol. And look, this isn't about sugar mills. It's about solving very expensive problems fast. Whether you run a restaurant, a health clinic, or a software company, you have processes that could fail tomorrow. The difference is whether you'll spend 48 hours panicking or 2 hours solving it. This is Ingenio Santa Ana, a 56-year-old sugar mill that processes 3,000 hectares of sugarcane and generates 17 megawatts of electricity for Guatemala's power grid. They were also one of the first companies to participate in our Second Brain Enterprise program, where we teach businesses how to build AI-powered operating systems. When they first joined, I was kind of skeptical. Could our methods really work for heavy industry?
The question I asked myself at the end wasn't whether it was worth or not worth implementing. It was simply, when do we do it? Because it's a significant strategic advantage.
They burn sugarcane fibers to create steam, which spins massive turbo generators that produce electricity. It's the kind of operation where one critical failure doesn't just stop production temporarily. It can destroy millions of dollars in equipment and even take months to repair. Their newest turbo generator cost $10 million. It was imported from India. They installed it just a few months ago. And one day, it started vibrating. That vibration was 12 millimeters beyond the normal limits. That may not sound like much, but in a machine that's spinning at 3,600 revolutions per minute, 12 millimeters is the difference between normal operations and catastrophe. Here's what makes this terrifying. Their main monitoring system didn't catch it. The built-in sensors said everything was fine. It was only during a routine manual check that human engineers noticed something was wrong.
We have a recently installed turbo generator that is experiencing a problem with one of its bearings, which is vibrating beyond the limits accepted by international vibration standards. This issue was not detected by the main equipment monitoring the system.
And then they had two options. Option one was to shut everything down immediately. That's a $200,000 loss per day in electricity revenue alone. Plus, if they're wrong about the cause, they could then spend weeks disassembling the wrong components. And then there's option two, keep running, but risk complete failure, turning a $500,000 repair into a $10 million replacement. Most companies in this scenario would call in specialists. They would fly them in from India or the US, wait a couple days for their analysis, pay maybe $50,000. But Sebastian, their head of knowledge management, who we worked with, had a very different idea. Instead of waiting all that time for the experts, Sebastian did something very radical. He gathered 3 types of information. First, the vibration spectra data, the actual measurements from their own instruments. Second, relevant sections from the generator's technical manual, which ran to hundreds of pages of specification and troubleshooting guides. Third, he gathered their field observations, what the engineers saw, what they heard, what they felt when they were examining the generator. Then he fed it all into AI with the help of their master prompt document. I'll explain that in just a bit. They described the problem and asked AI to list potential causes based on all the information they provided. Then, and this is crucial, they didn't stop at just one question. They used what I call diagnostic dialogue.
We would ask it, what if the problem isn't on that side? It would then present us with more solutions. If the problem isn't there, then it could be here, but if it's not here, then you can look here. It depends on the skill of the person using the tool because, in the end, it's a tool. AI can't replace human thinking, but the knowledge AI has can guide you to solve problems.
Think about what just happened. Instead of accepting one answer or the first answer, they're using AI as a diagnostic partner. Each response narrows down the possibilities. The AI, which in this case was Claude, identified 4 potential causes: bearing misalignment, magnetic centering issues, foundation problems, and coupling imbalance. But here's where human expertise matters. The AI suggested checking magnetic alignment, something their monitoring system wasn't actually designed to detect, and something that seemed kind of unlikely in a brand new generator. A traditional consultant probably would have started with something like bearings, because that tends to be the most common kind of issue. It would have meant 2 days or more disassembly. Instead, they checked something quite unexpected, like magnetic alignment, first. 2 hours later, they found the problem. The cost of the fix? A few hours of engineering time. The cost that they avoided? $500,000 in emergency repairs, plus potentially millions in equipment damage. The time saved was 46 hours versus traditional diagnostic methods. But here's the part that really matters. This wasn't luck. It was a method. A master prompt method that we teach in our Second Brain Enterprise cohort, combined with their own trademark approach to problem solving. Here's what they did step by step. Step 1, they attached their master prompt document to the project in their LLM. If you want to craft one for yourself, check out our master prompt series to learn more. Step 2, they aggregated their data. They didn't just describe the problem casually. They gathered the actual measurements and the error logs, the technical documentation and manuals, human observations and context. Step 3, they structured their query broadly at first. For example, given this data, what are possible causes? Then they narrowed it down. For example, if we rule out X, what's next? Then they kept iterating. How would we test for Y? Step 4, they challenged the AI. Never accept the first answer. Instead, ask things like, what if that's not it? Or what would we see if it was this cause instead? Or what's the fastest way to verify that? This isn't about replacing human expertise. It's about accelerating and leveraging it. The engineers, of course, still have to make the final call, but AI really helped them consider the full range of possibilities that they might have missed, and then to prioritize tests that traditional approaches would have done last. The Santa Ana team didn't stop there. They're now using the same approach for things like predicting harvest timing based on evolving weather patterns, things like optimizing their warehouse organization for safety and efficiency, things like converting their paper field reports to all digital systems.
Without AI, it would normally take about 48 work hours to create this entire ecosystem, establish the model as trained, and connect it with the report and outputs. With artificial intelligence, it took me roughly 5 or 6 hours to generate this whole ecosystem.
But you don't need to be a sugar mill to use this. Tomorrow, when something breaks in your business, and something always breaks, try this. First, build your master prompt with all the information about your company. Second, don't just describe the problem. Document everything you can measure or observe that might possibly be related to that problem. Third, feed all of that information to AI with your documentation and ask it for a ranked list of possible causes. And fourth, use follow-up questions to narrow down the causes before you take expensive actions. This works whether you're diagnosing equipment failure or customer churn or process bottlenecks. Everything in business is a problem to be solved. In the next video, you'll learn how a serial entrepreneur, Hayden, uses the master prompt method that I mentioned earlier to turn AI into a core operating system that scales companies faster, cheaper, and much smarter than before.